Hello, everyone. This is Lou. I'm just here with quite a few new toys since last time. Gonna try to not take too long talking and just kind of do a quick little diatribe on each one and just kind of what it's for and what it does. If you want to hear any actual playing of these, there's definitely demos on YouTube for all of these. So yeah, we'll just go right into it. With the oldest one in my possession, this is a an Adventure Audio Siamese Growler, which is a long since discontinued overdrive pedal with a boost channel. Um, it's basically a Tube Screamer clone with a boost channel and a bass boost switch, but this is also essentially jank and fail better in a box. I use this for both of those projects, and that's kind of where I got my main sound from. Though, if you want a overdrive with a boost that has the same circuit as this, you can check out Adventure Audio's Glacial Zenith pedal, which is pretty much just a copy of this circuit. But yeah, this is one of my most prized possessions, and yeah, I just got it recently fixed up. Got a new switch on it after it had been hiccuping on me for literally pretty much the last 5 years. And so I'm very happy to have it back. And yeah, so now for pretty much all of the new stuff, because that's pretty much the only pedal that I have really had in my possession for, quite a few years at this point. We've got this fun little noisemaker here that I found on Etsy for like 30, 40 bucks. Basically has a contact mic inside of it, and so you cue this up to like a nice big reverb pedal or some fun modulation pedals, and you just click these and you'll get fun little spooky horror movie sounds that you can mess around with. So I haven't gotten around to actually using it or trying it on anything yet because I'm very bad at using all of this and putting it all together and actually getting myself to do it. But yeah, so next we have a Champion Lecky. I don't know if that's how you actually say Lecky, but it is the Skitter, which is a reverbolo, or essentially a tremolo and a reverb in one box. Um, I am really excited about this. I just got it in the mail yesterday. It's probably got some of my favorite art on a pedal in recent years, and so I really also just really love the knob setup and the red, and I'm really excited to start messing around with it. Definitely check out pedal demos for this because you get some really fun sounds out of this. Next is the Ringer FX Snare Trap, which is essentially a guitar pedal drum machine that you can kind of come up with beats through your amp. And again, not very good at explaining how all of this stuff works, but it essentially has a setting where you can whatever instrumentals you're putting through this pedal, you can actually have it react to the beat itself and kind of cut out in a very kind of sort of like heavy trap music style volume swell. I don't even know if that makes a whole lot of sense. I have not gotten around to trying out this pedal yet either, but hopefully once I get out of this mental rut that I've been in, I'll be messing around with some stuff soon, and you'll definitely hear a lot coming out of this guy. Next, we have an Underdrive by Noise Kitten. What I understand is that an underdrive actually pulls out the grit and distortion from a standing tone. So in theory, like if you had an amp that was just naturally very gainy in its clean state and you wanted to clean it up a bit, you would use this and kind of use the knob to kind of dial back the grit and the overdrive so that you can kind of get a more clear, clean tone to then build your drive settings off of. So I haven't gotten around to throwing this guy in either. But I got this off of Etsy for like 40 bucks. It's Noise Kitten is a cute little company that seems to be putting out pretty affordable pedals if you're looking for kind of something off the beaten path that's not going to break the bank. And then one of my favorite newest toys is it's a stylophone. What this is essentially a little pocket synth that you essentially just use using this stylus, and I'm assuming there's some sort of magnetic presence going on with this wire, and you can kind of use this bar to play with it as well. There's a whole lot of different effects and EQ settings that you can mess around with it to get some interesting sounds. Um, yeah, that's kind of all of the new stuff that I have been acquiring lately, and so now we've got the actual boards. I essentially have two board setups right now. This I'm calling the Barbarian board, and this is what I'm calling the Wizard board. The Wizard board is kind of in the process of still getting built up. The Champion Lecky will probably be going on there pretty soon. But essentially, the Barbarian board is mostly just a compressor and a whole bunch of different overdrives for tone shaping and stacking and just kind of getting some fun, heavy tones out of it. What I've got here is a Voodoo Lab pedal power ISO 5 that's going into an all pedal Galactivized compressor. That is then going into a Beatronics Buzzster, which is a 2-channel boost pedal. So you can essentially have 2 levels of boost that you switch in between using this. Um, then we have basically a clone that I found on eBay from this guy selling them out of Japan for like 50, 60 bucks. He says that it's made using the same circuitry and parts as the original clones, but it's obviously a lot smaller than those and is obviously not costing around 5K for one pedal, which is what you will find them for on Reverb. Then we have the Collision Devices Ranch, which is another overdrive with a boost, but it also has a dynamic tremolo system in, which basically means the harder you pluck, the faster the tremolo is going to move. And then as the signal starts to get weaker, the tremolo will start to slow down. So that's a really cool, interesting pedal that I've been messing around with lately. And then at the end, we have the Blessed Mother by Heather Brown Electronicals, which is a transparent overdrive that with the Immaculator pedal, you can basically blend an overdrive signal into your clean. And so all the way over here is basically just, completely clean with no Blessed Mother interacting with it at all. And then as you start to bring it back, you start to introduce that transparent overdrive. So this probably will not be the final iteration of this board, especially now that I've got the Siamese Growler back. I will probably be implementing that onto this board and switching out some stuff, maybe selling some stuff on my Reverb channel. It's just been a lot of selling and buying and trading to kind of just get myself back in some sort of headspace in terms of creating sounds. This is not an allusion to a new project or anything that I'm coming up with. I'm just pretty much at this point just getting pedals as a hobby and just just doing my best to keep myself active in my own creative headspace. Just while I've been dealing with a lot of stuff lately. So basically from the Barbarian board, we move on to the Incomplete Wizard board, which is mostly modulation effects. There's a Vespa by Beatronics Fuzz at the very beginning. That'll probably be transferred maybe to the Barbarian board at some point, but for now it's just chilling here. And then everything else is some sort of a modulation or delay or reverb pedal. So I talked about this a little bit in my last Gear Tour video. It's a Somersault by Caroline Guitar Company. It says lo-fi modulator, but it essentially kind of gives you a lot of nice warbly sounds. Like it can get you something as subtle as kind of that sort of that warped vinyl sound that you'll hear on like old Duster songs. But then it can get you these really crazy square shaped waves that just will just add so much more of a percussive element to just like single plucked notes and picking progressions and stuff like that. So I really do like this pedal a lot, and once I kick my own ass to actually start plugging everything in again, I'll probably be messing around with that in the snare trap a whole lot to come up with some nice, chill beats to study to. So then we have the Electro Harmonix Attack and Decay tape reverse simulator pedal. It's basically a reverse. A lot of the effect is basically a reverse delay. But it also has an in-house fuzz circuit as well, which I really haven't used very much at all yet in my experience with it so far. Really, the most that I've done with it so far is I've started coming up with a rendition of a cover of Radiohead's motion picture soundtrack, which has been really fun to mess around with. So that'll hopefully be up on the channel in the hopefully near future. But yeah, that's been fun to mess around with. The Deadbeat Delay lay is a pretty standard run of the mill delay pedal. Nothing super fancy here. Just if you want to do your wub 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 stuff, then this is a fine pedal for that. Pretty cheap if you can find it. I think I got this for about $70 or $80. About as much as you can usually find like an MXR carbon copy if you can find one of those. And then we have the JHS 3 Series Reverb, which is a pretty bare bones, run-of-the-mill reverb pedal. It's got that very, very long, endless decay, if you like that sound. Good for shoegaze stuff. Or if you kind of want a more basic kind of spring reverb type sound, it can obviously do stuff like that as well. And then we have the Dark Star by the Old Blood Noise Endeavors Company. And this is just like a big noise droney machine. Again, I'm not doing a very good job of kind of explaining what all of these pedals do and what they sound like, but like I said, you can definitely find demos of all of these and kind of see for yourself what sounds you can get out of them. But yeah, this is a very crazy reverb pedal that just gets you a lot of really fun and atmospheric droney noises. So yeah, I feel like I haven't taken a breath in like 13 minutes and 15 seconds and counting. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm working with right now. I've been saving up money for a while, and so I haven't really been spending it on much, and I just thought just kind of dropping it on some new toys would just, give me some, creative inspiration and, I guess, artistic flexibility, if you will. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my rambling. And hopefully I'll be, putting up videos in the future where I just, I'm just kind of messing around with effects and making just like, silly atmospheric noises and just experimental stuff that is outside of the more, I guess, like pop-oriented stuff that I'm more known for. But yeah, thank you so much as always for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.